Question: why do you tell these people you hate to do it? Tell them the truth. You know this is the high point of your day when you get to stand next to the big star and interview me. This has been your lifelong dream, man, to get into television and interview big stars, and here you are doing it, and you try to convince these people that you hate to do it? We know better than that, Dave.
Great night down there Monday night. It's going to be lovely. I can hardly wait for it. Do you realize that? Let me say something to you, Bill Dundee, you little runt, you little half-pint shrimp. You think you're going to stand behind Jimmy Valiant, let him fight your battles for you, and then you won't have to face me. Is that what you think? Well, let me tell you something. You got another thing coming, because I'm going to go through handsome Jimmy just like X-Lack through a widow woman. I'm going to get to you, Dundee, one way or the other, because I'm going to beat you, punk.
One of the better-known wrestlers around the area, Jerry the King Lawler.
How you doing today, ugly?
Well, I was okay.
Did you see that beautiful little maneuver there? I showed all the rednecks out there. That was just a sample of what's in store for Rocky Johnson. Now, let me tell you something. I feel good today. First of all, I want to mention, everybody's wondering, where's Lance Russell? Well, he had a death in his family today. One of his Baxter suits passed away, and he couldn't be here. It shined itself to death. Did you know that? Lance couldn't be here today, but I'm sure he'll be back next week, won't he?
He will.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, because I miss Banana Nose when he's not around.
But in that thing, that's all there is to it.
Just momentarily here,
Yeah.
you're going over the card for Monday night, right?
Yeah, I'm going over the card.
Did you read about this match right here?
Yeah, I saw it.
Read it one more time.
I said Tommy Gilbert against Dr. Frank. Frank, I don't know. Dr. Frank, I'm not. What
Dr.
in the
Frank.
Sam Hill is in that box, Jerry?
I want to show you. You got the key here?
Jerry Lawler, undoing one of the padlocks on it. There are two.
You read
padlocks
about Dr. Frank.
Yeah, I read about Dr. Frank.
Well, in this box, I got Dr. Frank.
This is Dr. Frank in here?
This is Dr. Frank, and I'm not kidding you with you. I'm not kidding. Wait till you see. He's the greatest wrestler that you're ever going to see. Now, you got the camera ready? I want to show you now. I can't show too much here. You see that? All right.
Oh, no wonder you keep him in that. Would you mind taking...
He's going to be in there till Monday night, and I'm going to bring this box down, and I'm going to open it up. And if there's anything left of Tommy Gilbert when I get through with him today, there won't be Monday night, believe me.
About it. Here he comes, Jerry the King Lawler, manager Sam Bass, and they've got their new partner with them, Plowboy Frazier. Jerry, Sam.
How you doing today, Dave?
Well, we're doing all right so far.
I want you to realize that this is one of the premier days in my career so far. Do you realize what is about to happen today?
No.
Have you told the people about what kind of match I'm fixing to be in?
You're going to be in a championship match against Tommy Rich.
After last week... Wait a minute, Frazier. Oh, okay. Don't mind him.
Yeah,
don't mind him. After all the little things, after all the trinkets and things that I bought him and all the favors I've done for him, he's asked me time and time again if there isn't something he could do for me, and this... Thank you, Frazier. Thank you very much. And to him, this is. Let
me cut it in two.
Yeah, go ahead. And you better eat it, because to him, this is a big deal. So just, you know,
okay.
They're talking about the trash now, ain't we, baby? You're looking at the garbage, man. We're going to eliminate the trash in professional wrestling. There's a lot of trash running around here, like Big John, Bearcat Brown, things like that, and Michelochic's fast falling right into the category of trash. And garbage men eliminate trash, and that's what we're going to do. You know, you remember a few years ago when you had a little trash problem down in Philadelphia, Mississippi?
Yeah, I remember.
What'd you do to it?
Well, I got my bulldozer and I put them underneath that pond down there in Philadelphia, down in Neshoba County.
Tell them about it, baby. We're going to eliminate the trash in professional wrestling, and you're looking right now, ladies and gentlemen, at your new Southern heavyweight champion. Now, wait a minute. Before we leave, Dave, let's see you take a bite of that watermelon.
I'm not sure.
Go ahead, Dave. Thank you. And I want to say before how is the watermelon? It's great, isn't it, baby?
I don't trust it.
Jarrett starting against the Scorpion. All right, puts the Scorpion down. tell you, Jerry has had a great career in wrestling. He's had some fine partners. Tojo Yamamoto took him in hand several years ago and saw the potential there, worked with him a lot. Jackie Fargo's worked with him a lot, and he really lived up to the potential. A fine wrestler. Roughhouse Fargo dancing and prancing up and down the apron of the ring. Sam Bass ordered back to his corner. Jerry Lawler comes in. I didn't see a tag, but referee is letting it stand, so apparently there was one, and not that Jerry Jarrett won't do it, but there was no need to do it. Now Lawler goes into the hair. Jarrett has to release it. Now claims his hair is pulled. Draws the referee around to where he can't see what's going on.
No! Get him out of here.
Tag is made. A Scorpion coming in. Scorpion goes into the hair, takes Jarrett down. Roughhouse comes in, but he's ordered out immediately. Roughhouse Fargo watching Sam Bass as Sam moves around the ring. Roughhouse was just about to come greet him. Bass turned back. Here comes Roughhouse in behind the Scorpion. Let go a big right that broke the hold. Look out, Jarrett pulled back against the rope. Sam Bass holding onto the tights, holding him there. Roughhouse Fargo coming around after Bass, chasing him around the ring. Roughhouse on his trail. Bass in the ring and out the other side. Jerry Jarrett still caught in the corner. When you get down in the corner of your opponents, it's bad news. Look out. Jerry Jarrett pulls himself out on the apron to get the break, but Sam Bass goes after him on the apron. Bass sets up a chokehold on Jerry Jarrett. The Scorpion in, kicking at the midsection. Now he drops outside the ring also to grab Jarrett, hold him from rolling back into the ring to set up a chokehold. Lawler pounding away from inside the ring, the Scorpion from outside the ring, and Sam Bass surveying the whole situation. Roughhouse Fargo coming over to equalize the odds a little bit. Jarrett on his feet for a moment, but he's pounded down by Lawler. Look, Lawler fly. Jerry Jarrett caught him off the rebound and really boosted him into the air. He came down hard and solid in the ring. Lawler pounding away at Jarrett, keeping him in the corner, makes the tag. The Scorpion comes in, pounds away at the ear, puts Jarrett on the ropes, hit him with the elbow smash, dropped on him with the elbow smash. Jarrett's in trouble. Roughhouse coming in. He is interfered with. Lawler holds him out, and Jarrett is down for the count. 1, 2.
Back here if he can, and doing a pretty fair job of it. Warp your head off, hold on Sam Bass, pouring away. Pounding away on Sam Bass as Gilbert as he comes back. And Bass is going down little by little. And look at Gilbert go to work on this man. Now he's going to use the boot for a while. His fist probably got sore. All right, there goes Sam into the turnbuckle. Gilbert right after him. Warp your head off, hold right and left. There goes Sam again into the turnbuckle. Could be it. 1, 2, no. Sam Bass rolls Gilbert off. A brain duster from Gilbert on Sam Bass, and another one. And it staggers Mr. Bass. So warp your head off hole there from Gilbert. Uh-oh, Jerry Lawler slipping in towards Jim White. Jerry Lawler going to interfere with this match. And Gilbert is in there. And they have interfered with this match. And Gilbert, flat of his back. And he gives the match to Tommy Gilbert. He gives the match to Tommy Gilbert. So now, go up here. What is you want, Tommy?
don't want the match like that. Make them two get back in the dressing ring. Bring Sam back out.
You want Sam back?
Finish it right here in the middle of the ring.
You didn't win anything. Get in that. Well, now, wait a minute here. Well, he doesn't want the match that way.
Just get either one of them back in here and that'll get in the ring.
He says he wants either one of you. Not
Either one of us, we just
well, all right. He's man enough to want you. Won't you get up there?
You get out of there, boy. You done been beat. We got somebody else to wrestle. Get him out.
What, are you chicken?
Will you accept the match with him?
Why should I accept a match with him? I beat him last night. We got somebody else to wrestle. Get him out of there. You're chicken.
I believe you're the one that's chicken. I believe you're the one that's chicken, brother.
Oh, man wants you in the ring.
You don't want me. You're yellow.
Oh, yeah, he wants you. He wants you up there right now. All right, Lawler.
Well, we need to give Tommy a little bit of a rest. Wait a minute.
Well, we can give him a rest.
Will you accept? Will you take command?
All right, now here comes Bass slipping in here. Okay, now you're going to accept this match with Gilbert. He's issued you a challenge.
You ask him again. I don't think he wants
Do
to.
you want this man?
Either one of them. I don't care which one gets.
Either one of you. Either one of you. All right, Lawler's going in there. Looks like he's going to do it right now. So, there goes. Watch Gilbert. Gilbert going after Jerry Lawler. Pointed on him. There goes Lawler in there. Catching him. I wipe your head off hold. Tommy don't need any rest. He's going after Jerry Lawler, and Jerry Lawler wants some mercy. Gilbert now going after him hot and heavy. A body flip, and high in the air went Jerry Lawler. Gilbert says, all right, I'm going to teach you to interfere with my matches. And that's exactly what's happened. Lawler now all the way out of the ring here, out on the concrete. And Gilbert wants some more of him. Lawler now trying to get back in there. Gilbert waiting on him. Lawler now wanting to shake hands. He wants mercy. And I don't believe he's going to get it. So it's Jerry Lawler and Tommy Gilbert, a continuation practically of the first match. And another warp your head off hold here, and another one. And down goes Jerry Lawler. Looks like a tree falling. One, and he rolls Tommy Gilbert off. Now with a headlock here, Tommy Gilbert going to work here on Jerry Lawler. Another warp your head off hold here from Tommy Gilbert as down goes Jerry Lawler again. And he said, look at here what I've got. Gilbert's right proud of himself right now. Got a headlock here. Little hair pulling now from Jerry Lawler, and that doesn't work. Lawler goes down. Now again, one. Count of one here on Lawler. With an arm bar on Jerry Lawler. Tommy Gilbert going very methodically about his business out here tonight. So he takes that arm, he makes it into a hammer lock and puts a big knee right down on that arm. So Tommy Gilbert now has gotten into this match with Jerry Lawler after Jerry Lawler and Sam White interfered with the match with Sam Bass. So Tommy Gilbert has gone out of one match into another one here all of a sudden. Sam Bass was his first one, which he won on a disqualification. And now he's issued a challenge to Jerry Lawler, and Jerry Lawler got in there, and he's been taking, as Ron Wright would say, a pretty good whooping ever since. Right now, Gilbert has a hammerlock, but he gets up and stomps the arm every once in a while. And Lawler's in some trouble. And just brought this crowd to its feet. Now here's Lawler trying to get to his feet. And is doing so. Throws a breadbasket punch on Gilbert, which breaks it up. Gilbert, oh, look at here. Tried to kick Gilbert. Gilbert got out of the way. A drop kick, and instead Lawler hits the ground. Work your head off, hold on Lawler. One. Down to one on Lawler. Now with a headlock here on Jerry Lawler, Tommy Gilbert. And kind of working away here on it. Goes to work your head off hold on him. Down he goes. Gilbert Gilbert bringing him back up again, and a brain duster this time on him, and down again goes Lawler. And another brain duster on Lawler. One rolls him off again. Lawler's a tough man. Coming off the ropes now and coming down hard here on Lawler. Now, I don't know what kind of hold he's got. Looks like he might have had a chin lock of some kind on Lawler. Lawler rolls him over. Little hair pulling. Again, Lawler trying something that didn't work. Gilbert comes up with a headlock on him. Now there goes the head of Gilbert into the turnbuckle. And again, into that turnbuckle goes the head of Mr. Tommy Gilbert. This time, Gilbert puts up a foot and throws Lawler's head in there. Going to roll him over now, see if it can't be a pin. One. Instead, Lawler rolls him right off. Both wrestlers look like they're tired, worn out. There goes a kick from Lawler, puts Gilbert down. And now with a headlock here, Jerry Lawler. But instead, and a body block, and they both collide and both go down. 1, 2, 3, he's counting them both. 4, 5. Lawler's getting up some. 6. Puts the head of Gilbert down there. And comes down hard. Gilbert moves, and he acts like he's throwing that knee up some. Went up high, came down with a knee on the head of Gilbert, and Gilbert moved on him in the last second. So now he gets the work your head off hold from Tommy Gilbert, and a drop kick. And down goes Mr. Lawler. So now again here, Lawler getting a brain duster here from Lawler. Lawler comes back with a warp your head off hold. Down goes Gilbert. And body block there from Gilbert. He puts Lawler back down. Kicks into the breadbasket now from Lawler. And Gilbert just butts him like a ram. Down goes Lawler with a warp your head off hold. Could be it. 1, 2. No, he kicks off of that one. Lawler's a tough man, like I told you. Hard to pin. Gilbert now catches Lawler with a breadbasket punch, and another one. Warp your head off hole, and down goes the tree trunk. And look at here. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Lawler is pinned here by a very tired Tommy Gilbert in this first fall. I'm assuming we're going to go 2 out of 3 falls. This is a match that was made up after Jerry Lawler and Jim White interfered with the match with Tommy Gilbert and Sam Bass. Now here's Jim White coming in, see if he can't attend to Jerry Lawler in some way. And John is getting Tommy Gilbert out of there. So now we might as well break for this word. We'll be back for our second fall. Don't forget now, there's going to be all kinds of wrestling action now on the card next Friday night at Chilhowie Park. Tommy Gilbert has asked for a match against Dandy Jack Donovan. He turned on Gilbert last night. He left the ring after slugging Tommy and left Tommy at the mercy of Jerry Lawler and Jim White. Now, Ken Lucas and Dennis Hall are begging for a match with Lawler and White for the title. They say no. The Avengers are asking to meet the champs. The Patriots, a new masked team, is also seeking a match with Lawler and White. The McGuire twins, 1,300 pounds worth of them, are going to take on 3 wrestlers Friday night. Jerry Myatt, Billy Hamilton, and Sam Bass. Even against 3, the McGuires will still be 650 pounds ahead of them. Now, Johnny Walker returns to Chilhowie Park Friday night. He'll take on Don Wright in a singles match. All this next Friday, Chilhowie Park Arena. Now, tonight, 8 p.m. down in Lenore City at the Lenore City High School gym, Ron and Don Wright are supposed to meet Tommy Gilbert and Dennis Hall. Jack Donovan faces Billy Hamilton. But I don't know but what DeVoy Brunson's not going to get with Ron Wright down there. He certainly is asked to, so that's probably what will happen down in North City tonight at 8 o'clock. Well, I'm sure...
Are you finished talking now?
No, I'm sure you've got plenty to say.
I don't have too much to say. I just want to know who is this wanting to match with us now. Who did you say? You said 3 teams. Who are they?
Well, all right, let's look here and see. First of all, Ken Lucas and Dennis Hall want one for the title.
They want a title match, huh?
The Avengers want one for the title, and the Patriots want one for the title.
Patriots and the Avengers, who are they?
I don't know. They're just...
Masked team or something?
I guess they are.
Well, I'll tell you, listen, let me tell you, first of all, Ken Lucas and Dennis Hall, that's completely out of the question. They're not getting a title match. Not Ken Lucas and Dennis Hall, because we've wrestled them twice, right? Twice already. Both times we beat them 2 straight falls in just 2 or 3 minutes every match, and they have the audacity to come up here and ask us for a title match. Well, that's completely out of the question. Just scratch your name right off the list.
You're going to scratch them off, right?
No match with Ken Lucas and Dennis Hall. Now you got the Avengers and the Patriots. I never heard of the Patriots. Have you ever heard of the Patriots? I don't know anything about the Patriots. Now, I've heard of the Avengers.
Somebody you don't know anything about, you're scared of, right?
Well, I tell you, now that's not being scared. That's being smart. You never mess with anybody you don't know anything about, you know?
Psychology, Jim.
That's right. So I'll tell you what, you can just let's scratch out the Patriots there, too. That leaves the Avengers, right? Now, you ever heard anything about the Avengers?
Just a little.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've heard a little bit about these Avengers, and I think we can take them, so you can just go ahead and sign that match. We'll take the Avengers. Ken Lucas and Dennis Hall, that's out, and the Patriots, that's out. So you put it down against the Avengers. Is that all right with you?
It suits me.
Okay.
It suits you.
I want to tell you people something. We are the Tennessee State Tag Team Champions, and we're not afraid to put our title on the line against anybody.
Well, you can tell that
We're
way
the 2
scratching them off.
wrestlers that's ever come into this area, and we hold the title now. We're going to hold it for a long time, and we'll give any contenders a title shot. Anybody that's good enough to get in that ring with us, we'll give them a title match. But Lucas and Hall and the Patriots, they're not getting a title match because they're not worthy contenders. So you put us down against the Avengers.
You're pretty good at contradicting yourself, aren't you?
What do you mean by that?
You'll wrestle anybody, but you mark off half of it. You'll anywhere, anytime, boy, you're going to defend those titles, but then you mark off.
We'll wrestle all worthy contenders, right? Right.
Well,
we don't want any pushovers out there.
I think the Patriots are worthy.
We don't want people out there like Ken Lucas and Dennis Hall because they don't give us enough competition.
That's right.
Therefore, the match is not good enough for us.
That's right. See, when the fans come to see our match, they know they're witnessing the greatest tag team that they've ever laid their eyes on, and we don't want to disappoint them by getting in there with somebody that's not worthy competition. So you put us down against those Avengers because they built up quite a name for themselves. We heard a lot about them up here in this area, and all the people think they're pretty tough boys. So you just put them down there, and we'll show you this Friday night. We'll beat them 2 straight, just like we beat Lucas and Hall down there.
You're going to put up the belts.
That's right. We'll put up those belts against those Avengers, okay?
You may not have the belts after
We're going to prove to the people in this area we're the greatest champions that's ever been in this part of the country.
Now, I want to ask you another thing. I want to know how you run this TV show here. We got 2 opponents out there that want to wrestle us, and you make me get in the ring with an idiot like Tommy Gilbert.
Would you like me to explain it to you?
That man is crazy. All these fans know he's crazy. Any man that go... Hey.
What are you running for?
Out in the ring, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't got to wrestle him again.
Why, sure. 2 out of 3 falls.
I didn't agree to 2.
You just lost one.
Let my partner wrestle 1 fall. That makes
No, you're the man that accepted the challenge.
my partner wrestle 1 fall.
No.
I'll wrestle. Why?
Get on back in the ring where you belong. Maybe you'll lose 2 straight, Mr. Lawler. You just lost 1. All right, getting started here on his 2nd fall, and Lawler says he didn't agree to go 2 out of 3. But neither did Gilbert agree for him to come in and interfere with the match with Sam Bass. So now, Lawler out here trying to stay out of the way here of a man that's already beaten him once, 1 fall, and he could go for another one. Tommy Gilbert now.
We've got 4 minutes left, so looks like Mr. Lawler better get real busy.
I'd say if he's going to do anything, there was a warp your head off hole on Tommy Gilbert. Gilbert now said, all right, if you want to box, we might as well get at it. He was trying to box, now he's telling Gilbert he doesn't want to. Into a figure four wrist lock now goes Tommy Gilbert. Little hair pulling now from Jerry Lawler. Comes up now with a arm bar on him, and D-Boy Brunson has caught him. Kicks the arms, he turns it loose, and Mr. Gilbert is ready for him. So Lawler now comes up again with a figure four wrist lock on Tommy Gilbert. More hair pulling to get his man down. And he got caught again. Kicks the arm. Up comes Mr. Gilbert. Boy, did he catch him with a warp your head off hole, and Lawler.
Looks like Gilbert's the one man to rise.
Sure is. I believe they've got him upset. So now, into the referee's hole again they go. Into a figure four wrist lock by Gilbert this time. And he returns the favor, goes to hair pull. Here we go again now with an arm bar here from Jerry Lawler.
Well, we're down to 2 minutes, and it doesn't look like Mr. Lawler has done anything yet.
Time is running out here. So now here's Lawler standing on the hand here of Gilbert. Stomping away on the arm. Still stomping away.
One minute left to go.
Well, Mr. Lawler better get on some kind of time, unless he's going to lose this match, what he's going to do. So now there is another stomp here from Lawler on Tommy Gilbert. Now Gilbert coming back here. He's going to throw a few punches of his own and warp your head off hole there on Lawler. And down he goes. Didn't even try for a pin. He's going to give him some more punishment. Brain duster now. Now going for a pin. One. Mr. Lawler rolls Gilbert off of there. Another brain duster, and down he goes. Out of the ring comes Lawler. And Jim White comes in to help out again. I believe he's handed him something. He has handed him a chain. And now here's the chain by Lawler. And time has run out. Time has run out here on this match. And Jerry Lawler has lost it. Tommy Gilbert had won it by virtue of winning the first fall. And Jim White comes in to talk with Lawler about it. He doesn't understand it. But time has run out on the match. Time ran out. Time ran out on the match. Stand up there and look at me like that. Tommy Gilbert won it. Tommy Gilbert won 2 today, it looks like. First one from Sam Bass. And no, you didn't win one fall. You can't understand that he didn't win one fall. Up there talking to John about it. Now, oh, he's all upset. Here he comes.
I won that fall.
No, you didn't win the fall.
I won the fall. We've still got time on this show. John Kazana rang that bell just like this. He rang it because you want Gilbert to get beat.
See, John.
You rang it too early.
Look at the clock.
No, I see the clock. We're still on the air, are we? That's right. I had him beat, and you rang the bell to save him. Because you're against us, Kazana. You hate us, and you know he does. You hate us, and he hates us, but all the fans love us. And he rang the bell.
Well, you're going to have a match next Friday night.
He rang the bell to save Gilbert. You know he did.
Okay.
You'll pay for that, Kazana.
Don't forget, the McGuire twins will be with us next Friday night. Also, it'll be Lenore City tonight. When you get out of here, we run out of time. Bye-bye.
The other side of the ring could not get over to do any interfering on that one. But Lawler managed to come out on his own. Now it's Lawler pounding away. Gibson firing back with rights. Lawler with rights. Both men a little bit groggy. And look at Gibson pouring it on with that left and a beautiful right. Trying for it right here. This may be it. No. Sam Bass broke it up. You saw what happened. Ricky Gibson was just a fraction of a second or two away. But Sam Bass reached under the rope to move him. And look at that. Gibson up in the air for a drop. A Beautiful try for a drop kick, but Jerry Lawler hanging on the ropes. Gibson missed. Both men stunned by the impact. Lawler from his bounce off the ropes, Gibson from his fall to the floor. Lawler seems to be a little bit ahead of Gibson. Oh, he missed him. Gibson moved to one side in time to avoid the drop by Jerry Lawler. Lawler a little bit stunned. A terrific knee lift by Ricky Gibson, who may just walk out of here with the championship belt tonight. He's very close to it right now. Whipsaws him into the turnbuckle and misses. Lawler sags to the floor, and Ricky Gibson drove a knee into the turnbuckle, holding that knee in agony, twisting on the floor. Lawler crawls over to him, picks him up. Has him up in the air and down. Both men felt that. Who will get up first? The referee counting over both men. They both were partially stunned by that fall. It was Lawler who initiated the action, but he too suffered as he hit the floor simultaneously with Ricky Gibson. Lawler is a shade or two ahead of Gibson in recovering. 2, and Gibson comes out of it. Gibson comes out of it at the count of 2. An unbelievable recovery by this young man who has shown the crowd what a championship wrestler looks like here tonight. And again, both men on the floor as Gibson drives off the rope with a shoulder block. Both men have taken a lot of punishment tonight. They have both soaked up some terrific right hands, all sorts of falls, drops, drop kicks, and so forth. And the fatigue is showing on both of these men, young and in top shape though they be. It may be a matter of which man can keep going the longer. Now it's Gibson trying for the pin. 1. And in time, Lawler has enough stamina left to roll him off. Lawler comes up a shade ahead of Gibson on this time, has the advantage, but can't hold it. Ricky going for him, and he may have something here. This may be it. You may see a new champion in just a moment. Lawler trying to fight him off, can't do it. Braces on the ropes. Gibson takes him back into the center of the ring. That's the best place for him to hold Lawler, away from those ropes and away from Sam Bass. He's putting a form of a sleeper on him, and Lawler, it looks like, is going to sleep. Sam Bass is going crazy, but Lawler may be going asleep right here. Bass has crawled over, he's right under him, reaches up, belts. Gibson 1, 2, 3, and that is the way Jerry Lawler retained his championship, with a tremendous assist from Sam Bass, who got down below the ring apron, crawled over on the floor, and belted young Ricky Gibson in the side of the face, knocked him backward, and Jerry Lawler fell on top of him, and that was the match. The referee handing the belt now to Jerry Lawler, and Ricky Gibson is going wild, telling the referee what happened, that Sam Bass stole the belt from him, and that's exactly what happened, because Bass did steal that match just as surely as he went into the ring tonight. He stole that belt from Ricky Gibson. Gibson had his man. There was no question. Now Lawler and Gibson into it again. He's going after Sam Bass. Once, twice. Both men working on Ricky Gibson. The referee trying to part them. Bass has him holding, and Jerry Lawler is belting him in the face with lefts and rights. Both men working on him. A double knee drive into the abdomen. And look at that. Lawler and Bass are stomping Ricky Gibson. Gibson's getting up. Look at him go. What a wrestler this boy is. What a man. Now he takes the belt, hits Sam Bass over the head with the championship belt. He's whipping Lawler about the face with a series of rights. There's one for Sam Bass. He's on top of Lawler, hitting with both hands. Lawler is bleeding. Blood is running down the forehead and the face of Jerry Lawler. Ricky Gibson on top of him, but the pin has already been counted by the referee. Now he's going after Sam Bass. What a match this has been, fans. Blood continuing to pour down the face now of Lawler as Ricky Gibson has really worked him over. He's trying to get the belt from Sam Bass. Sam holding on to it. Lawler coming over after him. Over the top rope goes Jerry Lawler. Look at that swinging right. Ricky Gibson drove one over the top rope. That was Lawler. He drove Bass between the ropes. Both men out on the floor. The referee with them. Ricky Gibson, the only man left in the ring, but he does not have the belt. Thanks to Sam Bass, he does not have the belt. I don't know how anybody could have watched that and say that Ricky Gibson lost the match. Technically, he did. But thanks to Sam Bass, Jerry Lawler won the match and the belt. And that's the way it is right here on the stage of the big auditorium in Chattanooga. They're up on the stage now. Things have quieted down, I believe, just a little bit. He's being thrown out into the crowd. That's Ricky Gibson going out into the crowd. This is Harry Thornton in Chattanooga saying good night to all of you.
Big match here at the Fairgrounds Arena before a capacity crowd. A wild, exciting match between Jackie Fargo and Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lawler, the Southern Junior Heavyweight Champion, has Jackie Fargo now in trouble at this point of the match. It's been a wild, exciting match. Ricky Gibson, of course, is the second to Jackie Fargo, while Jerry Lawler has his manager, Sam Bass, in his corner. We join this match in progress as Jerry Lawler continues to pound away at Jackie Fargo in this wild, exciting championship match. Jerry Lawler now with a front chancery on his man, and he's putting the pressure on Jackie Fargo. And the fans here screaming, hollering encouragement. Sam Bass has handed Jerry Lawler what appears to be an object, but Fargo pounds away at Lawler. Lawler wrapping something around his fist. It appears to be a chain, and Jackie Fargo is decked and hit the mat hard. Lawler now pounding away at Jackie Fargo. Jackie staggered on his knees, both men struggling, hanging on to each other. Fargo on the receiving end of some punishment. Lawler throws a big right hand, hits Jackie Fargo over the left eye, has split the eye of Jackie Fargo, and Lawler pounds away now. Fargo in trouble, staggering, holding on to the ropes. Lawler throws another shorthand right punch, another right, a short jolting right hook, staggers Fargo. Fargo hanging on now, in trouble, staggered, bleeding, and a big haymaker drops Jackie Fargo. Fargo on the deck. Lawler continuing to pound away at Jackie Fargo. He has some sort of an object, a chain. It is definitely a chain. Choking Jackie Fargo now, and the fans here voice their disapproval as referee Paul Morton is kept busy. And Ricky Gibson has taken the chain away from Jerry Lawler, hands it to Fargo. Fargo slowly coming to his feet. He throws a right hand punch that backed Lawler about 2.5 feet, staggered him into the corner, pounds away at Jerry Lawler. A big looping right hand drops Jerry Lawler. And Lawler now in trouble. The referee accidentally knocked down. Fargo once again throws the big right to the midsection. Flying mirrors Jerry Lawler. Hits him with a kick to the head. And the belt may very well change hands because Jerry Lawler is a tired and apparently a worn-out champion. Throws a right hand that falls short of the mark. Fargo counters with a right. Another looping right by Jackie Fargo has Lawler in trouble. Lawler motioning for his manager desperately. Sam Bass in the ring. Ricky Gibson in the ring. All 4 men now. Gibson banging away at Sam Bass. Fargo and Lawler toe-to-toe. The referee once again accidentally knocked down. And what a wild brawl this has turned out to be between Jackie Fargo and the champion, Jerry Lawler. Lawler is covered. Fargo is down for the pin. Count of 2. And Lawler, the champion, has managed to kick out while Sam Bass and Ricky Gibson battling away. The referee with his hands full. Lawler is covered. Fargo has Lawler covered. Ricky Gibson is thrown out of the ring. Fargo had Jerry Lawler covered for a good 30 seconds, but the referee busy with Bass and Gibson. And flat has fallen flat on his stomach. Fargo banged away with the announcer's table. It looks like a spectator now entering the ring. It looks to me like a spectator. Fargo drops the man and drops him hard. The referee trying to restore order, also knocked down. And Jerry Lawler in serious trouble now as he is being pounded by Jackie Fargo, slashing away, banging away. Sam Bass and Ricky Gibson banging at each other. On the floor, action has broken out here before this crowd of approximately 5,000 people here in Nashville, Tennessee. Jerry Lawler banging away on the floor. All 4 men going wild now. Jackie Fargo continuing to pound away as Jerry Lawler, his head bleeding. Sam Bass making a hasty exit. Sam Bass and Jerry Lawler have retreated to the dressing room. The voice applauding Jackie Fargo as he makes his way slowly towards our camera. Fargo mad, wanted to fight.
Wrestling fans, I'm Mike Duncan, and we're at the Fairgrounds Arena in Knoxville, Tennessee. For a jam-packed crowd, a Bullwire match. Jackie Fargo, Jerry Lawler at it again. Lawler currently with a chokehold and got Fargo on the ropes. The referee's calling to get him off the ropes. And Lawler and Fargo in the corner. Bass is in 2 standing back and holding Jackie Fargo back now. Jerry Lawler holds the referee's attention. Fargo now applies a chokehold. The referee, Paul Morton, in, calling for a break. Fargo comes back with forearm smashes. Lawler into the ropes. Now Fargo with a choke. The fans at the fairground love it. Overflow crowd here again tonight at the Fairgrounds Arena. Lawler off the rope, misses with a swing. Fargo floors Jerry Lawler. Jackie Fargo with a knee lift to the chin of Jerry Lawler. Pulling at the chin and hair of Jerry Lawler, wanting a submission call. Sam Bass interfering as usual, trying to get the referee's attention. About 5,000 people estimated here tonight. The head of Lawler. Lawler's down. The fans here want Fargo to win tonight. He has tried unsuccessfully many times to defeat Jerry Lawler. Bullwire match is one of the top matches in the country. Lawler with forearm smashes to the chin of Fargo. Fargo back. Lawler into the wire. Lawler is down. Fargo kicks to the stomach. The fans love it. Fargo is down. Once again, Fargo goes to the neck hold, holding Jerry Lawler to the mat. Sam Bass stopped in the ring as usual. Fargo smashes through the face to Lawler. In pursuit of Lawler, who seems to be a little bit dazed at this point. Fargo continues with the punishment to Jerry Lawler. Sam Bass appears to be giving Lawler something. You can't see what it is, but whatever it was, he just used it on the head of Fargo. Now look, the object has now been placed in Jerry Lawler's trunks. The referee's calling for a search. Sam Bass, the manager of Jerry Lawler, the Southern Heavyweight Champion, just used an object to floor Jackie Fargo. Continuing now with a punishment to Fargo's head. Lawler goes to his trunks again. We can't see what it is. Bang to the Fargo's head again. Fargo is down. Fargo now seems to be a bit dazed. Fargo to the trucks again. Fargo's head's taking plenty of punishment tonight. Referee Paul Morton calling for a break on the ropes. Sam Bass now holding Fargo to the ropes. As Paul Morton continues the search of Jerry Lawler. Fargo's head's been opened up. Blood flowing from the head of Jackie Fargo as a result of the punishment taken. Fargo trying to come back. Lawler with forearm smashes to the chin and stomach, body. Lawler continuing. Lawler calling for Fargo to meet him, and Fargo's dazed and unable to come back. Jerry Lawler, one of the roughest and toughest wrestlers in America. While Jackie Fargo is still one of the all-time fan favorites. Fargo's head butted into the Bullwire at the corner. Lawler continuing. How much more punishment can Fargo take? Fargo misses with a wild right. Lawler seems to have the upper hand. Fargo swinging wildly now. The fans are trying to cheer him on. Lawler is down. Lawler likewise holding his head. We don't think his head's been opened up. Fargo with vicious punches to the head of Lawler. Jackie Fargo at his best, punishing Jerry Lawler. Ringside, due to the Bullwire, restricting him from getting into the ring to help the King, Jerry Lawler, who seems to be ready. Lawler is down again.
continuing putting the pressure on Jerry Lawler with knee lifts to the stomach. Lawler trying to go to the ring. Ropes where he's met with Sam Bass so many times. Now Lawler back to his trunks, floors Fargo with a punch to the head. Lawler with the cover. One. No, Lawler brings him up by the hair into the ropes. Fargo been defeated. Jackie Fargo, victorious after a long time, finally gets revenge over Jerry Lawler, the man who injured him and laid him up for 4 months. Fargo wanted to win. He got so desperately tonight. Jerry Lawler can't believe it. Sam Bass can't believe it. The fans are going wild here at the fairgrounds. 5,000 people estimated here tonight. Jackie Fargo coming this way after winning tonight. He's been whipped. He has been whipped by the fabulous Jackie Fargo. I want him to get on there and say he cannot be whipped. I whipped him right there tonight. Jackie Fargo, you heard it from Jackie Fargo as he's beaten Jerry Lawler, the king of wrestling. Jerry Lawler, Sam Bass still in the ring. They can't believe what's happened. The Bullwire, Sam Bass restricted, a combination. Jackie Fargo with the desire to win it all tonight. Lawler still begging, wanting Fargo back in the ring, but Fargo has done what he said he wanted to do. He wanted to beat Jerry Lawler, and this he did tonight here at the fairgrounds. The fans leaving the fairground now, they're all happy as they're... Well, this has been Mike Duncan from the fairgrounds, where Jerry Lawler has been defeated by Jackie Fargo in the main event in Nashville, a Bullwire match. Once again, Jackie Fargo defeats Jerry Lawler in Nashville, Tennessee.
Jackie has also been very effective. It's seen first one man, then the other ahead, and it could finish at any time with one man the winner or the other. Whichever man can get that big count of 3, and either man certainly is capable of winning this one. Off the ropes drives Fargo, caught him with that elbow smash. Right on top of him. May have something here. 1, 2, and Jackie still has enough left to roll him off. It was doubtful for a moment. It looked like that might be it. But the fabulous one is still Jackie Fargo, and he had enough snap back to roll Lawler off. Caught him with a knee to the head that time. Lawler felt that one. You see him holding the top of his head. It sort of shook him a little bit. Now Jackie slams him with that right hand. And the tide has shifted back to Fargo's direction. But the question is, which man can get that big count of 3 and wrap Sam Bass? And Jackie pops him. Now Ricky Gibson is in there working on him. But wait a minute. Lawler is up to something. On a powder. Could it be talcum powder? Whatever it was, a cloud of white dust completely blinded Jackie Fargo. He didn't know what to do. Lawler came up with a handful of what must have been face powder or something. A white cloud suddenly enveloped Jackie Fargo. Jackie's face is completely white. All I can think is that it must have been some sort of face powder. Jackie's face is just as white as a sheet. He can't see. He was helpless. Lawler has been given the belt by the referee. Now the referee's talking to Sam Bass. People have crowded around the ring. Ricky Gibson getting a towel to get some of the substance, whatever it is, off of Fargo's face. He still has a lot of white, apparently powder. That's all I can think that it would be. Jackie Fargo is down on the canvas. His opponent, Jerry Lawler, is down on the canvas, and the referee is counting. Who will get up first? What a match this one has been so far. A championship match. NWA Southern Junior Heavyweight title riding on the line. Lawler has it. Fargo wants it. Revenge for Jackie Fargo against the man who broke several bones and forced him out of action for 3 or 4 months. It means a lot to both men. And both men are putting it all on the line right here tonight in a rugged effort to overcome the efforts of the other. Right now, Jerry Lawler seems to have the all. It's been a seesaw battle. First Fargo was ahead, then Lawler ahead. And not to mention the fact that Ricky Gibson and Sam Bass have had several set-twos of their own. Ricky Gibson is in the corner of Jackie Fargo as his second. And, of course, Sam Bass is the manager of Jerry Lawler. In fact, you see Gibson in determined pursuit of Sam Bass at the moment. Sam has managed to elude him so far. Ricky trying to cut him off, going through the ring. Lawler and Fargo, look out, off the top rope went Gibson. Sam Bass moved away from him. Lawler working again on Fargo twice with that strong right hand that he can throw. Jackie has also been very effective. Has seen first one man, then the other ahead, and it could finish at any time with one man the winner or the other. Whichever man can get that big count of three, and either man certainly is capable of winning this one. Off the ropes drives Fargo, caught him with that elbow smash. Right on top of him. May have something here. 1, 2, and Jackie still has enough left to roll him off. It was doubtful for a moment. It looked like that might be it. But the fabulous one is still Jackie Fargo, and he had enough snap back to roll Lawler off. Caught him with a knee to the head that time. Lawler felt that one. You see him holding the top of his head. It sort of shook him a little bit. Now Jackie slams him with that right hand. And the tide has shifted back to Fargo's direction. But the question is, which man can get that big count of 3 and wrap Sam Bass? And Jackie pops him. Now Ricky Gibson is in there working on him. But wait a minute. Lawler is up to something. A powder. Could it be talcum powder? Whatever it was, a cloud of white dust completely blinded Jackie Fargo. He didn't know what to do. Lawler came up with a handful of what must have been face powder or something. A white cloud suddenly enveloped Jackie Fargo. Jackie's face is completely white. All I can think is that it must have been some sort of face powder. Jackie's face is just as white as a sheet. He can't see. He was helpless. Lawler has been given the belt by the referee. Now the referee's talking to Sam Bass. People have crowded around the ring. Ricky Gibson getting a towel to get some of the substance, whatever it is, off of Fargo's face. He still has a lot of white, apparently powder. That's all I can think that it would be. Ricky Gibson talking to the crowd. The referee is now asking questions to Sam Bass and Jerry Lawler. Although what good it will do, I don't know. He's lifted Lawler's arm and handed him the belt. Fargo is still helpless. I don't think he can see a thing. He's still on the floor. Boy, he got a wad of whatever it was right square in his eyes. A blinding flash of white, a cloud of white dust, apparently white talcum powder or face powder. And boy, he really let fly a handful of it. Now they're going to work on Gibson, apparently. Sam Bass is holding him while there's Jackie Fargo still coming back. He can't see too well. And Lawler belts him with that championship belt. Sam Bass has been guilty of almost constant interference in this match. Jerry Lawler seems to have the tide of battle running in his direction. Look at Sam. He's handing him a belt. He's handing Jerry Lawler a leather belt. That's his waist belt that he has handed to Jerry Lawler. And Lawler has it around Tojo Yamamoto's neck, choking him with the belt, just as though he had him in a noose, tightening the belt on him now. That is the belt from the pants of Sam Bass. He has slipped it to Jerry Lawler, and Lawler has tightened it around the neck of the helpless Tojo Yamamoto. There you see Lawler yanking Tojo around the ring, the end of the leather belt protruding from Lawler's hand. Now he takes it off. He's going to hide it so that the ref can't see it. Will probably hand it back to Bass the first opportunity he gets. No, he's going to use it on Tojo Yamamoto. He isn't through yet. Hiding it from the referee. Slams him with the buckle end of it. He has it wrapped around his right fist, and he's using it, the heavy metal buckle, to inflict very serious damage on Tojo. Now Sam Bass has picked up a chair, the ring announcer's chair, started in. I think he really just wanted to get the referee's attention so that Lawler could get by with a little more of his illegal activity.
Tojo is in trouble, no question about it. In his quest for the championship, trying to lift the belt from Jerry Lawler. And you got to figure that when you do that, you've got to also include Sam Bass in any effort because he's going to be right in the middle of it. Again, the belt around the throat of Tojo Yamamoto, who is barely staying on his feet with the unbelievable amount of punishment he's taken from Lawler and from Bass. Look at that. Now Sam Bass has it. He's tightened it around the neck of Tojo. The referee busy with Jerry Lawler, and Bass is continuing the battle against Tojo Yamamoto from outside the ring. Look at that, fans. Lawler very heatedly arguing with the referee, keeping him busy. Now Sam has his belt back, walking back around the ring. He's wearing a long sports shirt with the tail hanging out so that you cannot tell the referee or anybody else whether he has the belt on or not. He lets the shirt tails come down over the top of his trousers to hide the belt, whether he has it on or not. So it is still champion Jerry Lawler, the Southern Heavyweight Champion, defending his title against Tojo Yamamoto. And now he's handed the chain to Sam Bass, who will hide it, of course, so that the referee can't see it if he searches Lawler. And that's what he's doing. He's searching Lawler, but Sam Bass has the chain. So that means that the referee will find Lawler clean, no hidden objects of any kind. He had it, but he slipped it over to Sam Bass, and that's the way it is right now. So, fans, Lawler is the champion still and retains his title over Tojo Yamamoto.
Jerry Lawler in the center of the ring. Here in the Fairgrounds Arena, he appears to have a broken leg in a match against Jackie Fargo. The leg appears to be broken. Jackie Fargo had been wrestling Jerry Lawler here in the Fairgrounds of Nashville, Tennessee. These men have had a series of grudge matches. It has come to a head. It appears that the leg of Jerry Lawler has been fractured, has been broken. They are trying to get a doctor at ringside. The crowd here, of course, very satisfied with the result. And I do believe that the leg is broken. Manager Sam Bass helping carry Lawler back to the dressing room, supported also by the referee Paul Morton, escorted out by the police. And I do believe that the leg of Jerry Lawler has been broken. As I said earlier, these men have had a series of grudge matches. This, evidently, the feelings running very, very high, and we will have more word on this later. I do believe that the leg of Jerry Lawler has been broken in this match with Jackie Fargo. Stay tuned for more wrestling action.
News travels like wildfire. Good news travels slow. They all call me old wildfire. 'Cause everybody knows that I'm bad news. Bad news. Everywhere I go, always getting into trouble. Girls that hate to see me go. I busted heads in Georgia. I whipped lumberjacks up in Maine. I've been hired and fired and jailed in every town you can name because I'm bad. I broke the rope, so they had to let me go, 'cause I'm bad. Everywhere I go, yeah, always getting into trouble and leaving little girls that hate to see me go. North to south, east to west, the story is the same. From one state to another, I have to change my name, 'cause I'm bad news. Everywhere I go, I'm always getting into trouble and leaving little girls that hate to see me go. I'm bad news, baby. You better hit that road, 'cause that road don't hit back. Yeah, I'm bad news.
Mr. Lawler, we certainly appreciate you giving us this opportunity to come out and talk with you and maybe ask a few questions.
Sure, come on in the house. Let me get cleaned up a little bit. I'll answer any questions.
I understand you've got a hit record in the making, is that so?
Oh, yeah, bad news. 3 weeks, it's going to be #1 all over the nation.
3 weeks to the top.
Just make yourself at home. Kitchen's back there. Get yourself a coat or something. I'm going to slip on some more clothes, okay?
Thank you. It's going to be a few minutes on Jerry Lawler while he changes his clothes. We're doing this interview in behalf of Sam Muchnick and the NWA. Jerry Lawler, the talk of the wrestling world. Today, we just wanted to get a little inside information on Jerry Lawler at his home. Mr. Lawler, Sam Muchnick and the NWA has asked me to come down prior to this championship match and just simply find out something about Jerry Lawler outside the ring. In your own words, we'd just like to just hear it from you.
That shouldn't be any trouble at all, because talking about the king is my favorite subject. First of all, you probably know I live here on Old Hickory Lake, and since I moved in, well, before I moved in, old John kind of ruled the roost around here, but since I moved in, he kind of has to share things with the king. And you don't look like you know who I'm talking about. Johnny Cash is who I was referring to. He lives right across the cove here. Of course, there's a lot of other stars that live here on the lake. No other superstars like Johnny Cash and myself, you understand. But there's Roy Orbison lives right down here. Ferlin Husky and Bobby Bear. Some others, but Johnny Cash and myself, like I said, are the big ones around here. I enjoy the lake quite a bit. I like my boat. I like to swim in the lake every now and then. Of course, kind of have a little fun out there. When the people see old Bad News coming in the boat, they kind of strap on those life jackets a little bit. But I also enjoy my swimming pool. I don't know if you noticed my swimming pool when you came in. Had to build a doggone fence around the thing, though. What makes me hot is this Grand Ole Opry tour here in town. Stops right out in front of my house every day, and all those people unload off that boat and come up and want to get a look at the king or an autograph or something. I had to build that wall around the pool to kind of keep them out of there. But then again, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't get too mad at them. I had heroes and idols when I was younger myself. So I guess I can't blame them, you know. Oh, yeah. You heard me refer to myself as Bad News. Well, you said you'd heard my latest record, and that's the name of it. It's an old John D. Loudermilk song, and I rearranged it, produced it myself, and sang it. And in 3 weeks, you count them, 3 weeks, that record's going to be #1 all over the nation. It's the greatest song I've ever heard. I mean, you know, I don't want to be too modest or anything, but it's just the greatest song I've ever heard. And I want to take this opportunity, if I can, to thank 3 good friends of mine, Jim Blake, Tim Riley, and Jim Dickerson. They all helped me on the record. Of course, I did the major part of it, but without their help, I probably couldn't have got the record done. And they just helped me on a #1 record. It's called Bad News, and you just listen to radio, you're going to be hearing me. I guess he was probably the the best-known wrestler all over the world. And I thought, man, this guy's got to be something else. But when it came time for that bell to ring and I looked across the ring at that Sheik, I said, well, man, he's just like me. About 5 minutes into that match, I realized, man, he's not as good as me. From then on, it was all downhill. After the Sheik, I beat that Bobo Brazil, Mr. Wrestling #2, and Dick the Bruiser. I beat them all. Now it all boils down to me and Jack Brisco, September the 16th. Let me tell you just a little bit first about Jack Brisco. He's a young wrestler, just like myself, but he's not quite as young as I am. Jack Brisco's 28. I'm 24. That gives me 4 more years of youth. So if the match is a long match, I'm going to have that extra bit of stamina. I can go the distance. He may be able to go the distance, but it's going to tell on him quicker than it will on me. But the main thing about Jack Brisco is he's a goody two-shoes. He's going to be out there in front of 12,000 people, and he's going to be thinking about defending that title, but he's also going to be wanting to please those people. He's going to want to hear those 12,000 people cheer for Jack Brisco. Well, you know, I don't care if the people cheer for me because I didn't get this house and that boat by people cheering for me. I got it from winning matches. And I'm going to win that match. I'm going to beat Jack Brisco any way I have to do it. And that's a promise. You know, I guess what it all amounts to is you got Jack Brisco fighting for a check for $25,000 to hold on to his belt. You got Jerry Lawler fighting for his crown. Thank you very much, Mr. Lawler.
Bout. This is a $5,000 Wrestle Royal with 22 men involved. Lance Russell standing here to bring you one of the most exciting matches you've seen. The money is suspended from a pole 10 feet above the ring post. There is a check in there that is to be made out of the first man who climbs the pole, brings it down, and secures it. This is going to be mayhem of the first order with 22 men in there. In order to be eliminated, you must be thrown over the top rope. Bear in mind, you do not have to be the last man in order to get the money. It could be anyone. From the very opening bell, the first one to get up there and get that satchel with $5,000 check in it will be the winner of that check, and that will signify the end of the bout. If you're over the top rope, you're automatically... There goes Bobo Brazil. And Tony Santos grabs him from behind and pulls him back down. Ricky Gibson going up and making an attempt. 2, 3 of them, Jerry Lawler included, pulling Gibson back off that pole. $5,000 awaits the man that is able to scale that pole. There goes Pepe Lopez up. Bobo Brazil helps him back down. Mr. Kamikaze makes a swing around it, but he's automatically wheeled right back into the ring. Bobo and Bearcat Brown making a valiant effort to try to get up there on top of that pole and grab that $5,000 check. There goes Kamikaze, but he's caught again. Plenty of wrestlers trying to scale that 10-foot height in order to get a hold of that $5,000 check. Grabs it, but it is not going to be legal. Ooh, Eddie Marlin takes Jerry Lawler in the interim period. Bill Costello was out. Robert Fuller, I think, was quadruple teamed and eliminated very early. They're still trying to eliminate each other from that ring. There's Gibson and Lawler in the left-hand corner. Rick Gibson and Jerry Lawler. He may have him out of here. This could be it for Lawler. As our best count, we have Sam Bass, Jerry Lawler, Ricky Gibson, Tojo Yamamoto, Melvin Kimball, Eddie Marlin, Bearcat Brown, Tommy Gilbert. And there goes Tojo over the top as Sam Bass and Jerry Lawler team up. The pole still has not been secured, so that the $5,000 atop the pole is not available to anybody at the present time. The pole was broken off on a couple of grabs, and there goes Bearcat. Al Green puts him out of there. We are now down to 7 men in the ring at the time. Bass and Lawler, Gibson, Melvin Kimball, Gilbert, and Eddie Marlin. Al Green, we didn't mention Al. We're down to just 3 men now in this $5,000 Wrestle Royal jackpot of $5,000 hanging from that pole. In the ring, you've got Eddie Marlin, Al Green, and Jerry Lawler. That's the remaining 3. Referee Bill Mack on the inside, referee Tommy Sloan on the outside. In that container atop that pole is a check for $5,000, and it will be made out to the one who gets it first. It does not have to be the last person in that ring. A moment ago, you saw Jerry Lawler take a run for it, and he was grabbed by Marlin. He thought he had a clear shot at it. And now Al Green and Lawler are working on Marlin, trying to clear the obstacle. What happens when Lawler and Al Green are going to be in there? If they should successfully eliminate Marlin, I don't know. Both of them have the same manager, Sam Bass, who has been eliminated. Eddie Marlin taking quite a beating from Lawler and Al Green right at the present time. Remember, to be eliminated, you must be thrown over the top rope. It's not a pin. It is a question of being thrown over that top rope. Jerry Lawler says, hold it. I don't know what he wants to do with him. I guess he wants to punish Marlin some more. Lawler asked Green to pick Marlin back up. And Jerry Lawler pounding away on Eddie Marlin with Al Green holding him. There goes Marlin outside the ring. Eddie caught between these 2 buzzsaws. Explanation being that Marlin went through the second rope, not the top rope. Eddie's on the outside of the ring, and Al Green and Jerry Lawler are in there discussing it. I don't know what it is. Al Green holds Jerry Lawler back, says, hold it, buddy. Hold it. Oh, no. Green and Jerry Lawler in the center of the ring right now. Eddie Marlin still on the outside. He, to the best of my knowledge, has not been officially eliminated. As Al Green and Jerry Lawler are talking about it. It looks like Lawler's trying to say, you keep an eye on Marlin, and I'll make absolutely certain that the money's still there. And Al Green says, hold it. Wait a minute, Lawler. We're not through talking about this. Now Al's saying, you go over and keep an eye on Eddie Marlin. Al knocks Marlin back out on the concrete. And now Lawler and Al Green are having quite a discussion as to exactly how they're going to go about taking care of the money. Oh, and Lawler nails Al Green from behind. Is going up the pole after the money himself when Al grabs a hold of Lawler and pulls him back down. So we have a falling out among thieves. Lawler and Al Green are in the ring. Eddie Marlin is up off the floor and slips into the ring from the side. Marlin goes up on the top rope. He's going to get it. He got it. Eddie Marlin picks up the $5,000 check while Al Green and Jerry Lawler are slugging each other in the center of the ring. Oh, yeah, Eddie Marlin, the winner of the $5,000, as Jerry Lawler and Al Green were up there nailing each other, battling each other for that $5,000, and Al is having a temper tantrum right now in the middle of the ring. And Eddie Marlin is the one who comes through with a $5,000. Lawler and Al Green sat there and battled themselves right out of it, and Al is some kind of mad. And so that's the way it is. The 22... Instructions are being given right now. Brisco offers the hand. Brisco with about a 2.5-pound advantage over Lawler at 230 to 227 and a half. Special referee Tommy Marlin instructs Sam Bass, manager of Lawler, to stay in the chair and don't. Brisco, immediately the aggressor, moves Lawler back into the corner. With the arm drag, a drop kick, and Brisco goes after him in a hurry. He may be looking for some revenge in the fact that Jerry Lawler defeated his brother, Jerry Brisco. Jack Brisco chases Lawler right out of the ring and begs him to come back in and take some more. Lawler taking the full count. Moves to the ring ropes, but Brisco helped him in. Once again, Lawler down. Ooh, and Jack Brisco smashes Lawler. Goes for a reverse face lock. The referee checks to see whether Lawler submits. So far, it's all Jack Brisco. Lawler has been known as a very slow starter. He has tremendous stamina. At 24 years old, he has made the boast that he can wrestle all night, the likes of Jack Brisco. If the first minute and a half is any sample, he'll never be able to live up to that boast. Brisco holds that reverse face lock from him. Referee Tommy Marling making a point to be certain that Sam Bass stays right in the vicinity of that chair. Lawler with the pressure on, and Sam once again being told to get back in the chair and stay there. Lawler refusing to submit, and Brisco, very strong, cat quick, a great amateur wrestler from Oklahoma State, pours the heat on his brash challenger tonight. The crowd, a mixed reaction to Lawler. That's the way it has always been with him. Those who hate him and those who love him for his arrogance, his impudence. Right at the moment, you can see that Jack Brisco has neither respect nor fear for Lawler. He continues with a hold, and Lawler trying to pry Brisco's arm off, no success. Jack really has it up tight. Lawler is able to move over on his knees. Brisco slides behind. And now Lawler to his feet. Brisco having a hard time holding that reverse face lock as Lawler starts to pry his way out. And you can hear the Lawler fans come to their feet and start cheering for the self-proclaimed king. Jerry Lawler, finally, to top it off, reaches up, grabs the hair, and pulls Jack Brisco back to the canvas. And for the first time, Lawler with an arm bar shows any semblance of getting to Jack Brisco. Referee Tommy Marlin tells Sam Bass back to the chair, and here comes Jerry Brisco out of his brother's corner to be certain that he goes back to the chair. Brisco takes Lawler over, but Jerry holds right on and slams Brisco into the canvas. It's for all the marbles, the World Heavyweight Championship title bout. Challenger Jerry Lawler putting the pressure on that arm bar on champion Jack Brisco. The crowd strangely quiet as Lawler still trying to regain some strength from that reverse face lock that Jack Brisco successfully held on him for some minutes. Jerry apparently at this point is content to just hold the upper arm. Brisco to his feet finally, pushing back, has his hand under Lawler's chin, moves him back across the ring. If he can get him to the ropes, that's as good is breaking the hold himself as the referee will force into a break. Takes him off. Ooh, and Lawler caught coming off the rope. Jack Brisco kicked out by Lawler. Hooks the arm, and a flying rolling twist by Brisco puts Lawler back down on the canvas, and he is now the victim of that arm bar. Jack Brisco lets go of the arm bar and drops down with the lower part of the leg. He's trying to weaken Lawler even more. Once again, he drops hard on him. You could see him moving back and forth on the bicep. Oh, and Lawler, a quick move into a body scissors on Brisco. Jerry Lawler again taking time for a breather as he holds Brisco reversed on the body scissors. Jerry Lawler now with Jack Brisco in the center of the ring. Lawler pounding away, has Brisco in real trouble for the first time in this bout. It's been a very even exchange throughout the first 10 minutes of it. Jack Brisco kicks his way out of it. Lawler goes for that reverse face lock. Brisco thrashing his arms, trying to get away from challenger Jerry Lawler. Lawler once again holding tight. Jack Brisco. Jerry Lawler holding. Jack Brisco crashing, finally gets up to his feet, but Lawler takes him back down. Lawler still holding on from behind, and referee Tommy Marlin says, keep your hands out of his hair. It's Jerry Lawler in a dominant position right at the moment. He continues to hold to Jack Brisco. Sam Bass being told to sit down, and he does. Marlin over to check and remind Lawler that he has to have it on the chin. He can't drop it down on the throat. Brisco once again starts his move to try to work his way out. Takes that arm, and Lawler pulls him back down. A drop, a beautiful move by Brisco, but Jack, after the long duration of that reverse face lock, falls forward on his face. Sam Bass trying to tell Jerry to get up, and brother Jerry Brisco telling Jack, get to your feet. He got there momentarily. The referee is counting. It's a count of 10 for the wrestlers to be able to be on their feet and resume. Brisco thunders a broad arm to Lawler's back, and Jerry catches another one right across the small of the back. Brisco, who is in serious trouble, being really cheered on by brother Jerry Brisco. Jerry Brisco felt the lash of that severe right hand of Lawler's, and Lawler defeated Jerry. Ooh, and Lawler down on the deck, but his legs are draped over the rope, and the referee will ask Jack Brisco to back up. Lawler has a 10 count to be able to resume wrestling action. And here comes champion Jack Brisco. Lawler falls into the corner. Uh-oh. As he turned when the referee was talking to him, Lawler took that moment to kick him in the midsection. to the ropes. Ooh. Lawler unlaces him with the top part of that arm, as he has so many of his previous opponents. One, could be a new champion. Two, no sir. Jerry Lawler within one count of being the world's heavyweight champion, but Jack Brisco hasn't retained that title without desire. Suplex. Brisco in real trouble now. Lawler gets a count of one, count of two. And once again, Jack Brisco, everything left in him. From somewhere he calls on it and kicks his way out of the pin by Jerry Lawler. Sam Bass hollering at his boy, finish him, finish him. Lawler drops, goes for another cover. One. Brisco this time with a knee to Lawler's head. Breaks up the count at 1.5. Jack Brisco trying to get back to his feet. Lawler lifted high in the air, but Brisco without the strength to take him over. Falls himself, and the referee starts the count. Sam Bass could be it. Two, he's got his arm on him, but Lawler is able to move it off. Both of these wrestlers completely exhausted. 15-minute call, the 15-minute call. 45 minutes to wrestle. Jerry Lawler, Jack Brisco, neither one of them is considered to be in a shape to finish the other right at the moment. Brisco went for the step over Tojo. Looked like he may have been going for a death lock. Lawler kicks him out of it. Straight up in the air, Brisco drops Lawler down on Lawler's knee. He springs him. With the leg lever, Jack Brisco springs it again. And the champion regaining his strength now. Steps it over. Lawler once again kicks his way out, and down goes referee Tommy Marlin. Tommy Marlin flat on his back. Jack Brisco with his brother hollering, "Get up, Jack, get up." Jerry Lawler in the center of the ring, standing upright, nails Jack Brisco with that vicious right hand. Goes for the cover, and here's referee Tommy Marlin. 1, 2, this could be it. 3, the new world's heavyweight champion, Jerry Lawler. And Lawler, as the referee, apparently found a chain that Lawler had. Jerry Brisco, the champion's brother in the ring, pointed it out to the referee. The referee has reversed his decision. Lawler and Bass are now both attacking Sam Bass. Jerry Brisco pulling his shirt off as Lawler and Bass come after him. There's Jack back on his feet, and the Brisco boys are at it. Jerry Brisco kicking Sam Bass out of the ring. Jerry Lawler's heavyweight champion is Jack Brisco, retains his title. Jerry Lawler, who had for a moment the title in his grasp. It was snatched away by the referee's discovery of a chain that apparently Lawler had used to tag Jack Brisco. There's the official announcement. Jack Brisco retains his world heavyweight title before 10,000 people in a tremendous championship match. This is Lance Russell from the Mid-South Coliseum. We're in Jack Brisco's dressing room underneath the Mid-South Coliseum, where we've just witnessed a sensational heavyweight championship match. Standing beside us right now,
the wrestling brother of Jack Brisco, Jerry Brisco. And Jerry, I was kind of surprised to see you here tonight because there was no advance notice that you were going to be here with us.
Well, as you know, and all the fans know, a couple of weeks back, I got hit with an object that Jerry Lawler acquired somehow, and I went and I told Jack this was my purpose actually for being in Memphis. I told Jack about it, exactly what happened, and I had no commitments, and Jack said, why don't you come down to Memphis with me, and let's just make sure that we get a fair shake down there. And you know, it's just luckily that we did have an outstanding referee in the ring, such as we did tonight, to take notice exactly what happened. I did interfere. I did it purposely. I become emotionally involved when my brothers in the ring. We're sort of a family unit, and we feel that the World Heavyweight Championship belongs to the Brisco family and not one individual. So I do my best to help Jack scout his opponents and to just more or less be at the right place.
Jerry, I noticed that after the bout was over with and the decision had been reversed and Jack retained his heavyweight title, you got into a battle with Jerry Lawler, and when leaving the ring and back, Lawler was mumbling about the fact that you were the one that cost him the heavyweight title and that he wanted to get you back in the ring once again. He wasn't satisfied because you interfered in tonight's action.
Well, let me say this right now to Jerry Lawler. I'm issuing a challenge to you, Lawler. You've got wrestling ability, you've got all kinds of ability, but you stoop so low in a sport such as professional wrestling to bring something into the ring, something that's not a part of your body, something that you can permanently injure somebody with. Well, I tell you what, Jerry Lawler, I don't need anything like that. I've got myself, I've got my wrestling ability, I've got my wrestling knowledge. I'm going to stick to that, Lawler. But I guarantee you one thing. You bring anything that you want to into that ring. You bring that manager, Sam Bass, of yours into the ring. I tell you, I've had it, Lawler. If you want to go in there and if you want to wrestle me, I'm all game, brother. But if you want to go out there and you want to fight, I tell you, I got some fire inside of me, and I'm going to let it explode, Lawler. And as far as you go, Bass, you jump up on that ring, you jump up on that apron, and you're going to get treated the same way as your boy Jerry Lawler.
So if Jerry Lawler says he'll step in the ring with Jerry Brisco, you're all for it?
I've got an open date. Lawler, you name the date, and I'll be there.
There you hear it from Jerry Brisco. This is Lance Russell at the Memphis Mid-South Coliseum.
Ladies and gentlemen, we join this match here in progress in Nashville, Tennessee, the Nashville Arena. A big match between Robert Fuller, the challenger, who is going up against Jerry Lawler, the Southern heavyweight champion. This has been an exciting match, a wild match. Both men going at it now for approximately 12 minutes. Nip and tuck, and I would call the match even about this point. Jerry Lawler now with a headlock, shot into the ropes, is caught with an arm drag. And Robert Fuller with a fantastic move winds up with an arm bar on Jerry Lawler. And Fuller now in command of the match as the heavyweight champion in trouble. Pulls at the hair, tugs, Robert Fuller on the bottom now. Lawler shoots a punch into the chin of Fuller, picks him up, headlocks, another short punch. And the champion thrown into the ropes again with an arm drag. Brought down hard, and Fuller once again in command with a arm bar on the champion, Jerry Lawler. This is Len Rossi at ringside here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena before a beautiful crowd, a very responsive crowd. And Lawler trying to gain the advantage, turns Fuller over, winds up with a chokehold as referee Tom Sloan orders the break. Lawler does so, but moves right back in, picks Fuller up, headlocks him, shoots a 6-inch punch into the neck of the challenger. Fuller stagger maker, and Fuller hits the deck and is hard and staggered and slowly trying to regain his feet now. Lawler continues stalking his man, throws another punch. Robert Fuller on the deck as Lawler once again in command, trying to hang on to his title, pounds away at Robert Fuller. Series of punches. Fuller in serious trouble now, staggered, bleeding badly, on his knees as Lawler continues to dish out punishment to the champion, to the challenger rather, and he has been a great challenger. Lawler pounding away. The referee starting his count. Referee orders a break. Lawler steps back, breaks just long enough to not be disqualified, back in on his man. And it looks like Robert Fuller may have to submit, but no, he fights back, shoots a punch from the floor, fairly effective, slows the champion down. A big right hand to the midsection, stops Lawler temporarily. Another left, staggers Lawler, another hard right, and Lawler now staggered. Fights back, Fuller weakened is dropped. Lawler picks his man up, Sam Bass with a big boot, and Robert Fuller avoided the blow. Jerry Lawler was hit by his own manager, and Fuller slowly now regaining his strength, takes the advantage. A big right hand punch hits Lawler, hauled across the ring into the turnbuckle, and Fuller now pounding away, retaliating, whips Lawler across the ring, staggers the champion. A big knee drops, picks Lawler up high and drops him hard. And this could be the pin. A 2 count. A 2 count. One more would have given Fuller the title. Lawler is picked up, whipped into the ropes, met with a back body drop, and he has once again hit the deck as Fuller once again gets the count, but only the 2 count. Of course, 3 is required. A suplex by Robert Fuller. A beautiful move and an effective move. I believe this is the pin. Once again, a 2 count. And Lawler now trying to hang on to his title is met with another suplex. And this has got to be it. But Bass did distract Robert Fuller, and Lawler has met Bass in the neutral corner, pounding away at Sam Bass. Jerry Lawler wraps a chain around his head. Once again misses Robert Fuller, hits his manager, and Fuller now takes the object from Jerry Lawler, and Fuller now sends the champion reeling to the mat. Winds up with a big punch, connects solid on the forehead, has opened a cut on the champion's head, and the champion now in trouble. The champion now bleeding, both men bleeding. Both men trying to win this match, and I mean win it, because they are going all out. I cannot believe I've seen it. I am seeing it, but both men toe to toe, fighting away, about knocked out on their feet. Fuller seems to be the stronger of the two. Headlocks Lawler, shoots a right-hand punch, a big loop and hook, and Bass into the ring now. Sam Bass in on Fuller. Staggers Fuller, slows down Fuller's attack. Lawler takes advantage of this opportunity, pounds away at Robert Fuller. Both men on the mat, Fuller on the bottom, receiving the punishment. And Lawler, the champion, is weakened. The blows not quite as effective as they were earlier, but still doing damage. And I mean, some damage has been done to both men. Tommy Slow trying to stop it. A spectator, no, Dennis Hall has hit the ring. Jimmy Kent into the ring. Fuller, Bass on the floor. Jerry Lawler has collapsed on the floor of the arena, a very weakened champion, a somewhat subdued champion. But is he still champion? We will find out. We will get the official decision. We will get the official decision in just a moment. Lawler back into the ring. Both men get at each other now. Fuller pounding away, working on Bass. Punches. Oh my goodness. Jerry Lawler headed back to the dressing room. Cut very badly. Has left the arena, headed back for the dressing room. Robert Fuller put up a fantastic battle. Both men desperately after that title. Lawler, of course, I believe the official decision, the match has been stopped by the referee. We'll be back. The match has been stopped. The official decision, the match is declared a no contest. Both men disqualified. Jerry Lawler still maintains his title, and we'll be back with more action after this brief pause.
Fans, in the middle of one of the most exciting matches I have ever seen, Harley Race and Jerry Lawler battling for the NWA Southern Heavyweight Championship. On top of Jerry Lawler, two. Jerry Lawler got that foot into the rope just in time. I thought sure that Harley Race had just won the Southern Heavyweight Championship. To refresh your memory, Harley Race happens to be the former NWA World Heavyweight Champion. He is battling Jerry Lawler tonight here at the Chattanooga Memorial Auditorium in hopes of defeating Lawler for that Southern Heavyweight Championship. There, Harley Race just pounded Jerry Lawler right through the ropes. Harley Race seems to be in complete control of this match. He is working desperately, trying to get that belt, knowing that the winner of this match has a very definitely good chance of going up against Jack Brisco, who is now the World Heavyweight Champion. These belts mean a lot to these guys. Lawler pulled out, as you saw Harley Race trying to ram Jerry Lawler into the corner post. Lawler pulled his head out and rammed Harley Race. The tides have turned now. Harley Race in very, very much trouble. Lawler picking up a chair. Harley Race now fighting over the same chair, and there you got him. Again, Harley Race down by the use of a steel chair. A steel chair. Jerry Lawler arguing with the special referee for this match. An NWA Southern Heavyweight Championship match. Sam Bass, you see, arguing with the people at ringside. Sam Bass has been a very, very big help to Jerry Lawler, and in his keeping the belt as long as he has. However, Jerry Lawler may have very well met his match tonight against Harley Race. Harley Race, being a former world champion, has got to be one of the best. There's the elbow smash and the elbow drop. Lawler on top of him. 1, 2. Race pulled out of it. Miraculously, Harley Race pulled out of that. What stamina. That man has a lot of stamina. Jumped, completely bumped Jerry Lawler out. Lawler's still working on this match. He thinks he has it again. Again, Harley Race determined to take that belt away from him. Again, rolls Jerry Lawler off. This is probably the roughest contender Jerry Lawler has ever met in many, many weeks. Harley Race beginning to come back. Right to the nose. A left, right straight to the nose. Jerry Lawler down. Harley Race, it appears, is beginning to make another comeback. This match has been one of the most exciting matches I have ever seen. Is this a suplex? No, I thought he was going into the suplex. Yes, the suplex. A very, very dangerous hold. Rolled off. Lawler again showing how much stamina he too has. The two men in the ring now are two of the most powerful wrestlers in the business today. Again, another form of the suplex. Any man who can come out of that suplex, ladies and gentlemen, has got to be a very, very powerful, very determined man. Lawler again fighting back. The referee down. He rolled Harley Race right into the referee. They're fighting. Harley Race working on Jerry Lawler. Both men, the referee down. Lawler, come into the ring. Come into the ring. The referee has come out of his... Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Lawler has retained his NWA Southern Heavyweight Championship. Still the NWA Southern Heavyweight Champion, Jerry Lawler. Now Jerry Lawler has a very definite good chance of meeting Jack Brisco for the World Championship. You saw what happened. Sam Bass came into the ring and hit Harley Race right across the ear with some kind of foreign object that we cannot see. Harley Race defeated very, very unfairly by the tactics of Sam Bass. That's what we say when we say that if it were not for Sam Bass, Jerry Lawler would not be the champion today, most likely. Once again, the winner and still the NWA Southern Heavyweight Champion, Jerry Lawler.
The action is outside the ring now, fans, as you see Jerry Lawler climbing back through the rope, Ricky Gibson out on the floor. It has been a seesaw bout all the way, as you know, with first Gibson, then Lawler in possession. All right? Buddy Fuller, excuse me. I said Ricky Gibson. We've been having quite a few matches without thinking. Ricky was in the previous match. Without thinking, I had him mixed up. This is Robert Fuller, and look at Fuller slam that right. Robert Fuller pouring it on. Boy, the referee out there now, and Lawler is bleeding. Blood is coming out of the head of Jerry Lawler, as Robert Fuller has really taken command of this match. It's no time limit, no disqualification. The referee outside the ring, and manager Sam Bass barred from the arena. Look out into the crowd, onto a chair. Robert Fuller slams the champion, Jerry Lawler, who is staggering, has taken a beating, especially in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Look at that. Blood continues to flow now. Robert Fuller pounding him about the head. I saw some blood there a minute ago, and it looks like there'll be some more the way Fuller is working on him. The referee trying to slow things down a little bit, get him back in the ring. Again, Fuller slams Lawler headfirst into the turnbuckle. What a bout this one's been. Remember, it is no DQ, no time limit. Back in the ring, both men off the ropes. Back body drop by Robert Fuller. right after him, on top of him. Referee in to count. 1, 2, no. Rolled him off. Again, Fuller moving on the offense. Beautiful knee left. And Fuller is absolutely in command at this moment. Jerry Lawler, battered, beaten, bloody and bruised. And look at Fuller throw that right. Robert Fuller trying to close it out right here in this next minute or two. And Lawler is just about in as bad a shape as we've seen, but he's fighting back. He's still game. Look out. Fuller tried to pick him up, fell over back with the referee counts. 1, 2, 3. Now let's see. Wait a minute. Who was down? No. The winner is Jerry Lawler. Both men were on their backs and shoulders, but the referee is ruling that Robert Fuller had both shoulders down, that Lawler is the winner. A very unpopular decision with the crowd, and Robert Fuller pours it on Jerry Lawler. That's the ruling by the referee. It was a very close one. They have ruled that both men were close to having their shoulders pinned, but that Lawler was the only one who really had one shoulder up, that Fuller was the one who had both shoulders on the mat, and therefore he is the loser. The winner and still champion is Jerry Lawler. Up on the stage, up on the bleachers now, way up on the stage, 20 or 30 rows up into the bleachers. Robert Fuller has Lawler, slaps him down, he comes. Look at that, head over fist all the way down on the floor. Robert Fuller. Robert Fuller drove him about 20 rows down. Look out, right into the wall, the solid concrete wall. Robert Fuller drove him right head first into it. Lawler staggering almost out on his feet, now heads for the dressing room. What about this one has been? But regardless, the winner is still Jerry Lawler, according to the referee.
Here comes Lawler. Tojo pushes the mummy over the back of Jerry Lawler, and Lawler takes the opportunity to really start pounding him. Sam Bass has Tojo down, and is pounding Tojo. Bass caught him. Leery of that arm now. Off the ropes. Nails him with a right. Turns him around, but he hadn't put him down. Lawler takes another shot at him. Into the ropes. Ooh, he got him off his feet that time. Lawler turned around and started for Bass. Bass was having none of that. He took all 3 steps in one big step and got out of reach of Lawler. Lawler now redirects his attention to the mummy. A tag on Tojo. With a chop. Again. Tojo Yamamoto starting to really loosen him up with those chops. Lawler turns him around. Tojo catches him from behind again. The mummy comes over to tag Bass, and Sam wants to have a talk with him. He added a few punches from the outside of the ring on Yamamoto. Tojo going after him with that foot, flies up, kicks him back. Lawler with a beautiful drop kick. Tags Tojo. Yamamoto once again. Lawler, a big drop kick, and the mummy having a hard time getting up this time as Lawler stomps him right in the head. Again. A tag on Yamamoto preceded that, and here comes Tojo after him. He just lifts the mummy up midsection. They solved the problem of getting the mummy off his feet. Now he's having a hard time getting on his feet. Lawler looks like he's setting for another one. A big drop kick, and down the mummy goes. Jerry Lawler cut loose both feet, squarely at him. Lawler moves to the corner, says, "Come on, Sam, let's get in here and pitch a little." Nope. Sam Bass goes trucking his way out, heads for the dressing room. That leaves the mummy solely in the ring. Well, that's where he's been all night, but now he doesn't have a possibility of getting any help from a partner. Lawler covers him, 1, 2, 3, and that's it. The mummy left to the mercy of Lawler and Tojo. And about that point, Lawler and Tojo said, we'll do it in. And they got a 3 count immediately as Lawler covered the mummy. Sam Bass, forsaking his discovery, the mummy, when he saw Lawler coming after him, he figured it was time to head for the dressing room and left the mummy all by himself in the center of the ring. He staggers around, lost at the present time. He's listing to one side and then the other. Swings at Lawler. He misses him, but Lawler is caught in that vice grip of the mummies. Tojo. Whoa, and Lawler looks like he's trying to take the mummy mask off, and the referee's trying to break it up. The match is all over with. The mummy rolls out of the ring, and Tojo Yamamoto and Jerry Lawler are the victors in the tag bout, with the mummy and Sam